And welcome back. Critics now slamming the National Archives website after flagging the founding documents, including the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, as harmful content as part of new anti-racism policies put into place by a task force. So let's bring back Judd Dunning and John Burnett for their reactions to this. John, start with you this time. This is not a joke.
It's absolutely madness. You know, I'm so glad I grew up in an era where, you know what? We didn't have the internet, right? We grew up tough, strong. We had to work things out. Nowadays, everything has to have a label on it as though we live in a plastic bubble. And we have to be protected, including our emotions and feelings. We can't actually read things, you know, that might be offensive because we're so woke. This is ridiculous. We need to grow up, and we need to actually turn back the clock so that way we have strong Americans again.
Yeah, John, you can't handle the truth. That's what they just, you know, it's crazy how this has gotten, Judd. I feel like we're not children. These are historical documents. Whatever in it, whatever racism or other problems or imperfections may be shown in these documents, that's what they're there for, so that we can see them, so we can learn from them, so we see how this country came to be.
The war on history continues. It's hard to stomach that our National Archives panel slaps harmful content on the Constitution. You know, I can't wait to get more clarity on this from the Babylon Bee. For all those that are triggered, perhaps you may feel safer if you socially distance yourself from the Constitution while reading it as you shelter in place, wearing 3 Biden masks during the next Moo Shoe Guy Pan variant lockdown. You know, and there's nothing more hateful than ancient white people emancipating us from tyranny. You know, I'm sorry for getting so excited, but I've taken a CRT course. I mean, this is where we're at. But what this is this is cultural Marxism. This isn't even about what it's about anymore. We've gone from Trumpism to racism to vaxism, and now we're going to go back to climatism. This is just a continuation of a war on what's good in our country. And the 4 of us, we know it. Every week we come on here and we talk rational, not radical, but we're the new radicals.
Yeah. Let's pull this up for folks so at home, since you asked for clarity. The National Archives site explains what potentially harmful content means, saying as a result, some of the materials presented here may reflect outdated, biased, offensive, and possibly
outdated.
Violent,
it's a historical document,
and possibly violent views and opinions. In addition, some of the materials may relate to violent or graphic events and are preserved for their historical significance. So, you know, the rewriting of history, and it's really poignant that we're talking about this when we are thinking about and honoring all of those lives lost during 9/11 20 years ago tomorrow.
This is Soviet-like, you know. They make people unpersons. They erase them from the, you know, they're erasing ideas and concepts and history from our documents, or trying to warn us because we can't handle it. It's ludicrous.
You can't learn from history, and you're destined to make the same mistakes if you try to erase history.
Exactly. Whatever imperfections in there, we're working toward a more perfect union. We can handle it. All right, Judd Dunning, John Burnett, always a pleasure, gentlemen. Thanks for being with us.